This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Cal Golden Bears and the NC State Wolfpack. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
So much good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Golden Bears offense will have the opening possession of the game. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now here's Songa Bolatelli. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Gets it out fast. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. JKS makes the grab on the left. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Red pass, it's complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. Songa Bolatelli on the play action. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Again, it's Songa Bolatelli. Finds his tight end. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the...
Maybe a crease. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Going to get a stoppage here as there's an injured Cal Bear on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. And the Golden Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Motion from the wideout. Jaron Kiave Songa Bolatelli fires quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Fields. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So NC State's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense.
And I'll tell you what I love about the battle of these wide receivers, both these guys, they picked their spot. They came here for an absolute reason, to shine with their QB. Who can get on the same page early in this football game? Both these guys, Jesse, elite playmakers we've seen be ballers in college football.
Yeah, these portal receivers, they are explosive, and they give their offense a different dimension. And you know these guys are going to get their looks, they're going to get their throws, and I expect both guys to make a lot of plays in one-on-one coverage. What I want to see, when one of these guys gets doubled, who can go up and make the play even when the defense has the right play call? To me, that's going to be a big issue in this game.
It's complete to the right. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. On the ground, it's Scott. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. To the air, it's Bailey. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Got his man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to run it. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Quick strike complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And you really want to pay this drive off. This is a nice drive by this offense. Got to keep it going. Got to keep the foot on the gas. Obviously trailing with a chance to tie this football game going into the half.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. He leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Rattles it back. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that. But you've got to key on him and at least have 2 people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage.
Caught, and he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Quick release on the RPO. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. It's a draw. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Now here's Jaron Giave-Songapomatelli. Makes the grab down the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Fires to the right. Finds his man open. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
25 on the play. 1st and goal, California.
And the Golden Bears will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Throwing, Songapomatelli. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Big collision there, and they'll... down after a 6-yard gain. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
139 Albatross. 139.
They'll keep it on the ground. Still running at the 40. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Using his legs, it's Scott. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They've been running it, but now the pass. Takes the easy one to the back. Touchdown, North Carolina State! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
Sangapobatelli throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. JKS. Zings it complete to the right. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Songa Bolatelli. Got his man downfield. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Golden Bears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. Timeout called by NC State. That's their 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. After getting nothing on the last snap, let's see if they try to run it in on 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got it. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down. NC State going up tempo.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Back to throw, it's Bailey. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throws to the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the number 14 team, the Iowa State Cyclones.
Coming out with it, it's Fields. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, checking in with the NC State head coach at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. NC State might want to keep slinging it after that last big play. Off play action on first down. He'll pull it down. Fires to the big fella. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to pass, it's Bailey. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Throws it back. Got his man all by himself. Racing to the right. He's at the 30. The 10. All the way. Touchdown, Cal. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you could string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Tackled and the 16-yard line after the return. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. The run inside. It's gone. There's some room. Touchdown, NC State. Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
From the gun, the ground game. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Jaron Kiabe Songopolitelli. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Songopolitelli, play action. Looking for space to the left. Makes a connection. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Right back to the well. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Politelli from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Give all the credit to the offensive line right there. Defense was playing a big zone coverage, and it's going to take these receivers time to find the open spot in the middle of the field. So the offensive line, especially the tackles on the outside, really good job giving the quarterback a place to step up into, hold the ball, and then find his open receiver to get a big 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the ground with the counter. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that 3rd down here on the 3rd play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Got his man down the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll drag him down, but that sweet little spin move gives him 9. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They move on top here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, on Cal's sideline, I can see a big-time decision looming right now with the coaching staff. They need this field goal. They need to rely on their kicker right now, but he's already missed in this game, so I can see conversations happening. The kicker is working into the net right now, trying to keep calm and cool if they do call his number. We'll see what they decide. I'll keep you posted. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
Big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
The Golden Bears have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, give on the inside. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Throwing Sangapolatelli. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. The chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time it's complete.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now here's Jaron Kiave Sangapolatelli. Spits it out to the back. He's got his man. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Golden Bears look to keep this drive humming. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Songo Bolatelli. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Going to get a stoppage here as there is an injured Cal Bear on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Songo Bolatelli fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Throws it back. Got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield, just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now here's Songo Bolatelli working that left side now. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now. So take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
Makes the grab. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cal. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Golden Bears with an answer.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Time's running out, Jesse. They're in a world of trouble, but as long as you've got a few ticks, there's a chance.
And they've got a quarterback, David. Just going to have to come down to some good old-fashioned heroics, right? You can't take a sack. You're going to have to buy time, and you're going to have to make some incredible...
Makes the grab in their space. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
All right, and now you're down to your last chance. Listen, you practice this every single week. You do it at the end, and you put together your package where you're going to put big guys in the game, and you're going to throw the ball up in the air and try to give them a chance to make a big play because you got to have a touchdown on this next snap.
To the air, it's Bailey. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He knocked it away, incomplete, and saved the game as this one is over. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players